Hi guys, and welcome to the second part of this Skrillex growl tutorial, which we will create that growl from my sample pack, which you can check at Loopmaster's site, and we are going to create this loops growl. Please listen to it now. This growl is very cool and contains two layers. One layer is coming from Massive, and we created that patch in the previous parts of the tutorial. Sorry. Okay, this was it. Okay, the sound is not that cool, but in context with the citrus patch, it sounds really cool. Please listen to it. It's very evil, and the citrus patch sounds this. This is a very simple patch as always. Let's check the citrus patch. So I used 3 operators, 1, 2 and 3, and the main operator was the second one. And I modulated the second operator with operator 1, and I modulated this operator 1 with operator 3. So the chain looks like this. I had the second operator and I let it go out, and I modulated this operator, which had a triangle kind of waveform, with a chain again. So there is operator 2 and there is another operator chain which I modulated it with, and this operator chain contains the third operator and the first operator. I modulated the first operator with the third one, and with this chain I modulated the second operator. So this is the main settings in Citrus. Alright, this is not with reason. I could use the first operator and modulated it with the second and the third one, and I had the possibility to let it go out, the first one, but I don't know the reason why I used this chain with the second operator in the main chain. So the first one was a simple sine wave with a lot of harmonics added on it, and why I love Citrus is the possibility to draw harmonics on the waveform. This is very cool. You don't need to use different operators, different oscillators to have high harmonics. You need only to draw the harmonics as you wish. And I use the same idea in operator 3 because I use a simple sine wave and draw 2 harmonics onto them. So this is the main settings, and as you can see, I used a macro to drive Citrus and to automate the parameters. And the first parameter I automated is the volume of the operator 2, as you can see here. Oh, sorry, operator 1. This is the main. This will give the main character to the sound, as you can hear. If I don't turn up the volume of the first operator, it's just a simple sine wave. But if I turn it up, and the character will change if I use a volume change on the third operator. And why I love this sound, this citrus patch, is because it's a little similar to the growls which Zomboy uses, and I really like his music. So this was my main concept, to have a Zomboy kind of growl. Okay, so we have the possibility to change a little this chain. So I won't use the second oscillator to go out, but we'll use the first one, and we will use a second chain to modulate the first oscillator, or the first operator, is to have the second one and the third one with this logical chain. All right, this will be very simple, and you can understand it a lot more. Okay, so I'm creating a new channel, a new MIDI channel, and I'm dropping Citrus onto it. So first we need to reset all programs, and right now we have a simple sine wave from operator 1. So operator 1 will be our main oscillator or operator, as you wish, and we should modulate operator 1 with operator 2, and we should modulate operator 2 with operator 3. First, operator 1 should be a triangle kind of waveform, which will be great for us right now. The second operator will be a simple sine wave with drawed harmonics onto it. Don't worry if you can't replicate perfectly what I am doing. I even cannot replicate my work too. So this doesn't matter. Probably this will be okay for us right now. And the third operator will be a simple sine wave too, and draw little harmonics onto it. So our job is to modulate operator 1 with operator 2. So I let first operator go out, and with operator 2 I am modulating operator 1. This is operator 1, and I am modulating it with the second operator, push up to full, and we should modulate operator 2 with the third operator. So push it up to about 20%. This will be more than enough. But before we do it, let's hear what we are doing. If I play the sound, it's not very cool right now, because first we need to push down to 1 operator 2's ratio. Right now it is a lot more evil. But the magic comes if I twist the volume knob of second operator. And if you want more magic, you can turn up the third operator, and you will have the possibility to form the sound as you wish and make it a lot more variable and a lot more rich, the sound. The sound is a lot better if you do not give too much volume to the third operator, but if you wish you can make the sound a lot more colorful, so I recommend using the third operator. Although if you use it, it won't be that growly. But I use the same with the loop I showed you. This is the controller of the third operator. So as you can see, it gives a lot more spectrum, a lot more high harmonics to the sound. So this is a great idea. Let's create some macros to control the sounds. Let's create an instrument track, but before I'm cutting out Citrus, and I'm pasting it now. Alright, open the macros tab, but first we need to configure the Citrus. So the operator 2 volume should be to added, and the third operator's oscillator should be added. Right now, let's map the first operator volume to the first knob, to macro 1, but it should start to 0.5. Okay. Oh, sorry. And let's map to the third operator volume to macro 2. This should be from 0.52 to 1, or maybe lower it a little. Alright, I used a cabinet here as well, a bass cabinet. This is giving a very deep and very evil sound to our patch, but it decreases the top end. As you can hear, high harmonics are gone. So I used a macro to modulate the dry wet knob. So if I turn up macro 1, the dry wet knob of cabinet should be down. So I'm inverting the range. Maybe play with the settings. Okay, the second thing to do is to add the low pass filter. So right now I don't want to control the cutoff with macro 1, because right now I want to automate it manually, because this will give again a lot more possibility to form the sound. This is the same setting as what I used in this patch. This is the frequency, cutoff frequency, and this is the macro. So as you can see, it's a lot different. So you can use these settings as you wish. You can always, you know, map frequency, cutoff frequency to macro 1. Maybe do it right now. We will see what we get. Okay, this is cool, and probably not all of you have citrus, and because of this I tried to recreate the sound in Operator, but I don't think it is very similar, because you know, Operator is a lot different synthesizer. Every synthesizer, every instrument has its own sound, has its own character. So well, this sound is not that cool we have in Citrus, but I like this too. So let's listen what we have. The settings are the same. I had operator 1 and modulated with the second chain, used the second operator and the third operator. So the main operator was the first one, which I modulated with the second and the third one. So for these settings I used this routing, but I have the possibility to change it. You know, the sound won't change dramatically. Maybe with these settings the sound is a lot clearer, sorry, not a lot, but a little clearer. And you can play the routing settings as well. So I think these routing settings will be cool for us. So this is the first operator, and we are modulating it with the second one, and the second one is modulated with the third one. And I used a cabinet, an auto filter, etc., etc., and a little overdrive at the end of the chain at the limiter, and another overdrive. I don't know why, maybe I can delete it. So I hope you learned a little from this video. Maybe Zombo uses almost the same settings. So have fun, guys. Why am I saying this? Because I give you all the projects, you know, the Citrus patch and this whole Ableton track patch, and of course the operator patch as well. So have a great week and bye.